Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another movie review. Tonight we're looking at a bit of an 80s classic. We're looking at the 40th, well it's the 40th anniversary, it was last year, of 1985's release of H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator, which was re-released again on Second Sight, but this time on 4K. Let's have a little look at the release. So here we go guys, here is the physical release, the new physical release from Second Sight of Reanimator on 4K. This has just got a release. I do own the original Blu-ray release that they released as a double Blu-ray set, which I believe's in here as well as the 4K. So let's not waste any time, let's open the package. So it's a lovely looking set with a little J card on the front, which is very nice, and it gives you the special features and the contents of the limited edition. So we'll have a look at these. First of all, we have the art cards, which if we can take that off, we can have a little look. That's a cool one. That would have been good as the cover. These are probably some of the best art cards I think I've seen on Second Sight. So that's really, really cool. So we'll just pop them back into there. Well, we'll try and put them back into that little paper envelope that they provide for it. You have to bear with me guys, I'm trying to slip that back on. Yeah, I got this as a Christmas gift, so I'm very chuffed with it. And it also comes with a booklet, a very, very big booklet. So we'll have a look at this. Loads of essays, pictures, character pictures, very heavy text. Herbert West. I should have done a big unboxing with this like I did with the Possession film, but I thought I would save it for doing this release. The photographs are good, but I don't really like them being all shaded into green. I'd rather them had the proper coloration. I know why they've done it, to fit in with the booklet and the actual aesthetics of this set. But as you can see, it's got a heavy text, lots to read and stuff about the film. Then we come to the film itself. It comes in the 3-disc set. We've got the 4K. We have disc 1 of the Blu-ray, which is the main feature and bonus features. And disc 2 is the Reanimator. That's a different cut of the film, I believe. Integral cut. So it's a different cut of the film. So you've got 2 versions of the film. The artwork's on the reverse. Whoops. Pretty cool. We'll pop that down in there. So that's what you get inside this collector's edition. Very nice set again from Second Sight. And they all slip back into the case. And that, guys, is the new physical release of Reanimator on Second Sight. Another beautiful release from Second Sight, and it has gone into my top 10 physical releases of 2025. If you've not seen that video, check out my channel and you will see there my top 10 releases of the year. But although this is a fantastic release, is there any special features? So here we are on the main menu of the Second Sight Reanimator. This is the 4K disc. I'm expecting most of the special features to be on the 2 Blu-ray discs. So the extra features we do have on this one is an audio commentary by Eddie Falvey, audio commentary from director Stuart Gordon, audio commentary from producer Brian Usner and actors Bruce Abbott, Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton and Robert Sampson. That looks very good. The integral version on 4K as well as the Blu-ray. The Cosmic Horror of H.P. Lovecraft, a video essay by Mike Munzer. Reanimator at 40. Conversation with actor Jeremy Combs, Barbara Crampton and producer Brian Usner. Piece by Piece, Cutting Reanimator, an interview with editor Lee Percy. Susie Sorority and the Good College Boy, an interview with actor Caroline Purdy Gordon. The Horror of It All, the Legacy and Impact of Reanimator. Barbara Crampton in Conversation. A Guide to Lovecraftian Cinema. Reanimator Resurrectus. An interview with director Stuart Gordon and producer Brian Usner. An interview with writer Dennis Paley. Interview with composer Richard Band. Interview with former Fangoria editor Tony Timbone. Extended scenes, deleted scenes, theatrical trailer, TV spots, still gallery. And on your setup, you have an audio of 5.1, 2.0 and 1.0. And that is your special features on Reanimator. Wow, absolute oodles and oodles of features just on the Blu-ray disc. And don't forget the 4K disc. Don't forget you got 2 Blu-ray discs with extra features on them too. Now there might be a bit of crossing over of the extra features. I'm not sure. I've not checked the Blu-rays out, but wow, what an absolute mammoth amount of extra features. See, Second Sight know how to do this stuff. So it's really, really cool. Now down to the story. So this is H.P. Lovecraft's Frankenstein, if you like. It's about Herbert West, Dr. Herbert West, played by Jeffrey Combs, who plays I can't even say hero, but play our Frankenstein character. And he starts off in his, I think he's in Switzerland, with his Swiss professor, played by Ian Patrick Williams. And he's already up to his old trick. Well, his old tricks. He's already up to his tricks. And we see him reanimating the professor. But the professor goes a bit mad and his eyes explode because he's given him the wrong dosage of this serum that he's invented. When it cut to the future, and we are now in Massachusetts, I believe, at a hospital there, where we meet Dan, who's like a student doctor. He's played by Bruce Abbott, and he's got a girlfriend called Megan, played by Barbara Crampton. And they are in love. And Dan is renting out a room in his abode, and he gets an offer for renting it because he has a cellar from Herbert West. Herbert West turns up at this hospital. We see him in the morgue as he arrives with the dean of the hospital. Dean is played by Robert Sampson, and he's Megan's father. We also meet the resident doctor there, Dr. Carl Hill, played by David Gale. And straight away, Dr. Hill and Herbert Dr. West do not get on, because Herbert West thinks that Dr. Hill's practices are all backwards and slow and behind everything else. because nobody knows that he has invented this serum that can reanimate the brain. Anyway, they don't get on, and there's a lot of arguing going on and stuff like this. And back at Dan's flat, his cat's gone missing. So him and Megan go looking for it, and they find it in Herbert West's room in the fridge. And then at night time, while Dan's asleep, he hears this noise going on, and he follows it, and it takes him down to his cellar. Sorry, guys. And he finds Herbert West being attacked by the cat. He's reanimated the cat, and he demonstrates it to Dan. Now Dan goes and tells his father, goes and tells the dean, but the dean doesn't believe him. And then all crazy stuff sort of happens. He shows him, and Dan sneaks Herbert West. They're both suspended from the hospital, but Dan sneaks Herbert West into the mortuary where he can put to practice his skills of his serum on human beings instead of creatures. But the problem is with the serum, when it's given to people, it makes them react in a very violent way. And Herbert says because the bodies are too old, it needs a fresh body. And whilst they're in there experimenting on these bodies in the morgue, the dean comes in and he gets attacked by one of these bodies and gets killed. So Herbert West decides to use his serum on him. So what happens? Does he become normal, or is he also zombified by this serum? Dr. Carl Hill is very, very interested in this serum. Is he going to get his hands on it? Or is Herbert West going to stop him from doing that? You need to watch it and find out. Let's get to the characters. Yeah, the characters are fantastic in this film. Jeffrey Combs plays Herbert West, I believe, in all three films. There are three. This is the first one. Just like Frankenstein, we've got The Bride, a Reanimator, and then we've got Beyond the Reanimator. I do have all of them. I still haven't decided if to turn this into a Reanimator week. I might do. But anyway, fantastic. Really good characters. I love seeing David Gale playing Dr. Hill. He's really like sinister and not a very nice man. But neither's Herbert West. Herbert West is like a horrible Baron Frankenstein. He's like a really selfish sort of doctor. And he doesn't care who he experiments on, including people he knows and loves and all this sort of thing. It's horrible. But the young couple, Dan and Megan, are quite sweet. You do like them, and you want them to sort of like pull through on it. And poor old the dean, I feel sorry for the dean because he's turned into this thing without even knowing. But yeah, the characters in it are really cool. So let's get to my final verdict on the 4K. So the film itself is an essential watch. It's a 10 out of 10. It's incredible. It's an amazing 80s body horror film. It's fantastic. Think of Hellraiser, those sort of films. It's made around that sort of time, but with a smaller budget because it was made on Empire Films. You may remember I did a week of Empire Films. Do you remember? Because I've got that Arrow box set of Empire Films. But 10 out of 10. It's incredible. The transfer, 4K transfer, is 10 out of 10. It looks stunning. It looks amazing. It's really, really cool. The sound, 9 out of 10. It hasn't got a Dolby Atmos, which I think would have benefited this if it did have, but it does have a 5.1 sound, which is still really cool, really nice, but it doesn't bring out your immersion into it, which is a shame. But the transfer is a 10 out of 10. It's solid. It's like they're in the room with you. You could touch their skin. It just looks so realistic. And the blood, the colours are so vibrant. The blood is so red. It's so gory. And it just shows how amazing this film looks. After 40 years on, guys, this looks better than a lot of films that are made now. That just shows how credible it is. So, Reanimator on Second Sight 4K release, 10 out of 10. This, you might not be able to pick this version up, I don't know, because it was limited and it's about 40 quid, but I believe they have released a standard 4K, which was probably about £24, so you might want to just get the standard. It will still have the incredible transfer and will be amazing to pick up. Please pick it up, it's so cool. Guys, thank you so much for coming into this video. Please check out some horror channels. Check out Grumpy Andrew's Horror House. Check out The Maniac. Check out Cat Watches Horror Movies. Check out Skin Crawler. Check out Mondo Chekovich. Check out all these amazing channels. And a massive shout out to my lad. Till next time, look after yourselves. Look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.